Hello, and welcome to another marvelous video. Today we're diving into some Batman news. Batman, the dude with more live-action versions than flavors at an ice cream parlor, has seen Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, and now Robert Pattinson don the cape and cowl within the last 12 years. Let's not forget about Michael Keaton as well. In 2022, Pattinson burst into the scene with his brooding appeal to take on the shining shoes of the iconic detective. Pattinson's Batman exhumes the same grainy and street-level demeanor that we liked from Bale's. He's not caught up in any messy movie universe saga. He's out there simply being himself, and he's good at it. Some might even say he's the Bat best. One of the main reasons Batman was able to top the charts was because it was different from the typical superhero movies, making a sharp deviation from the typical flashy action scenes. The movie took the form of a detective noir.
Who would rather die than talk? What was she afraid of?
So, a sequel was announced at CinemaCon about a month after the Batman movie was released, and at that time, it had the highest grossing opening weekend of 2022. After some delays and a lot of anticipation, the time has finally come to spill some tea about the sequel to The Batman, titled The Batman Part 2. What can we say about Part 2? In the case of some secrets, they're safely tucked away. But stay calm, we are here to break down everything about Bat Rumor to keep you in the loop. Regarding Batman, we're very strict in our detective work. Or should I say, Bat very seriously? Okay, no more bat puns. I swear. Let's begin. Latest updates about Batman Part 2. Cast and crew. Matt Reeves is set to reclaim the director's chair for The Batman Part 2. Not only is he back to direct, he's also co-writing the screenplay alongside Mattson Tomlin, who also lent a hand to the first film. After the sequel got the go-ahead in 2022, it was confirmed that Robert Pattinson would return as the Caped Crusader. For now, he's the only player on the team who's confirmed to come back. I'm sure you'll see some of the people who were in the first film too. Among Batman's allies, the most likely candidates to remain are Jeffrey Wright, who should be back as Jim Gordon, and Andy Serkis, who will play Alfred Pennyworth once again. And lastly, Zoe Kravitz definitely deserves a second shot as Selina Kyle. Catwoman. As of now, no additional casting details have been revealed. Hopefully, we'll learn more about this in the near future.
You deserve to be dead after what you did! You hear me?
What about the villains? We have no idea who the main villain will be for the sequel. On the other hand, some villains that were present in The Batman might also appear in The Batman Part 2. There's a pretty good shot that Colin Farrell could reprise his role as the sinister Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. He's lined up for a miniseries in 2024, so it wouldn't be too far-fetched to see him waddle back onto the screen. Barry Keoghan's stint as the Joker got snipped from the final cut, but there's still hope he might get a second chance in the sequel. And hey, Paul Dano's turn as the Riddler ended with him cooling his heels in Arkham Asylum, so there's definitely a chance we might see him stir up trouble again. The fans have been all over social media and discussing who the main villain in the sequel will be. To name a few, they consist of Mr. Freeze, the Court of Owls, Hush, and Calendar Man. Hush kind of makes sense because of his connection with the Riddler. Don't want to spoil anything. Moreover, gossip is circulating about the possibility of Dick Grayson, Robin, or Nightwing getting onto Batman's team. However, nothing is confirmed. Fans are really anticipating Reeves' vision for the franchise, and the presence of these villains could well blend in with the mood set by the first film. We'll probably know about the sequel's main villain within the next few months. What will be the plotline of Batman Part 2? The plotline of The Batman Part 2 remains undisclosed. However, the culmination of the first movie, which has the Riddler successfully blowing up the city, could be the idea that the second part of the story will be based on. For example, Batman could face a dilemma showing how he struggles with the dire situation. As such, the events in this part may be similar to the numerous examples of great comic book storylines, such as No Man's Land and The New 52, in which Batman battles the villains in Zero Year to save Gotham from falling into their hands. With the Penguin miniseries planned, we're going to explore these themes further and get closer to discovering the factors that contributed to Cobblepot's power rise in the city. Yet another element of the sequel worth noting is the fact that Batman may change and become more than just a harsh vigilante. He might finally become a symbol of hope and courage for all the city's inhabitants. Of course, Batman, the rookie superhero, still needs some heavy feet, and we may even get to see the evolution of the iconic character. Reason for delay in production and final release date. The Batman Part 2 is expected to hit theaters on October 3rd, 2025, 3.5 years after the first part was released. However, like with other film productions throughout last year, the Writers Guild of America strikes have inevitably affected the production of The Batman Part 2. The studio announced the release date in January 2023, yet the strike from May to September hampered production because of the not yet finished script. However, the October 3rd, 2025 date still looms. Nonetheless, this may change over time. time, and probably it will. The Batman production would have begun in March of this year as planned, but it is delayed now because of the production of Superman Legacy. Given the fact if the production is moved to June 2024 and everything goes smoothly, it would still give the makers enough time for a pre-Halloween release in 2025, or end up being delayed till maximum November or Christmas. I'm crossing my fingers that it won't be postponed until 2026. Marvelous verdict. That's the end of this video. The expectations for the Batman Part 2 are taking off, and the people who are part of this and the fans feel excited that a new sequel will be released. Of course, they have had their scheduled days, but none of that will stop us from getting excited with this impressive cinematic tone and deep characters aboard. Working under the flawless direction of a brilliant team, I can confidently predict the sequel will be another splendid part of Batman's filmography. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the good will win and peace will finally be restored in Gotham City. Watch our channel for more updates. If you liked this video, remember to hit the like button and share this video with everyone you know. I'll see you in the next one.